Does it bother you, like, that in 2020 and 2021, well, any time since 2016, that, like, you mentioned before about, like, everyone having an opinion and the dilution of, what's the word?
Facts?
No, like, sort of, not precedent, but, like, taking experts off of a pedestal. That's really what I'm sort of trying to get at. So, like, people not looking at not respecting experts so much, everyone having an opinion, whatever the issue is, whether it's, Brexit or COVID or anything else. Does that, I mean, obviously it must bother you, but where do you think that's going to go? Do you think that's going to get better, or?
I don't think it's going to get better. I think it's going to get worse for the foreseeable future. Maybe when everyone's been vaccinated, I can't talk about Brexit because I don't know so much about that.
Sure.
Specifically.
Yeah.
But in terms of, when everyone's been vaccinated, I think then it will be like, oh, they did such a wonderful job. All these scientists and immunologists that have, worked through the day and night to get a vaccine, and here we are now in a world back to normal. So when people feel more comfortable and they're not in a stressed environment, I think they will be like, oh, no, of course, that was magnificent. But I think where everyone is still in such a status of flux and of stress, and they don't know who to turn to, and maybe there's not strong leadership from whatever direction, then I think people are just like, oh, I don't know which way's up. I think that's what it is. So I think it will get worse, and then hopefully it will get better.
Yeah.
Because the only way, we can proceed is as the world is to have faith in experts and to have good leaders, basically. So good luck with all of that.
Thanks. Yeah. Do you think we will get back to normal? Because I sort of frittered between.
I think it will.
Thinking yes, and then other days I'm like, no, there's going to be social distancing in for maybe, like, I mean, I'm not an expert, but I can't see us getting rid of some of these measures. I can't see comedy coming back for like a couple of years. I don't know. I
think comedy will come back sooner. I really think when the vaccination starts in full, in earnest, it will come back. I think it will be less than a couple of years. It certainly won't be the summer. I bought tickets for Pearl Jam in Hyde Park again, and in July. And I'm like, oh, why did I do that again? I did it last year. Just love Eddie so much.
Yeah.
But I think it will be interesting, I think, from a mental health perspective and a psychology perspective, to see just how long it takes people to adjust. I mean, everyone's talking, aren't they, on social media about, like, when they're, because let's face it, we're just all watching films all the time, aren't we? Just watching Netflix.
Yeah.
And you're there, and like someone's at a club or someone's having a dinner party, and we've had, the restrictions for so long that most people I know kind of physically recall with, like, oh my God, that's a bit close, and look at all those people in the lift, and so I think it'll be interesting to see how long that is maintained.
I think,
but when you think in terms of with the vaccination, will the world go back to normal? You think flu. We're vaccinated each year, and we don't enormously stress out about it, and apart if you're a virologist you do, but most people don't think, oh, flu season, I'm going to cover my face in this country anyway.
No.
I think it personally, yes, I think it will go back to normal. It's going to be a while, but it'll be a gradual change.